Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Prophecy of Pendor. Now, when we left off, we had just taken Marlians from the Kingdom of Sarlian, and I have to say that that was actually a very worthwhile investment, because now, of course, we only have Talon Castle in the upper corner here, and we really do want to take that as well, because otherwise they're going to really attempt to launch some attacks against us. Oh, I've actually just realized that the Kingdom of Sarlian themselves actually only has 4 fiefs to their name, and they are in a very similar position to Ravenstern. Obviously, Ravenstern is a lot weaker right now, but it appears it's going to turn into a, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 horse race, I think. Yes? Excluding the Noldor, I suppose. Yes. But I must just mention something before we head on any further. The amount of complaints that I've received regarding the sieges and the battles and various things like that. Now, of course, this is Mount and Blade. Now, I don't know whether you know, but Mount and Blade is a game about combat and battles and sieges. So I'm just saying, I'm putting that out there. It's a game about those things, and the strategy element, while it is there, is relatively minor, because even though I can say to you, oh, you know what we're going to do is we're going to take Marlians, and then we're going to take Talon Castle, and then we're going to swing round and see what we can do about Valashield Castle, perhaps, because, of course, it's right there on the outlying outskirts, and it may indeed form a rather nice border between us and the Empire. While I can say those things, you do have to bear in mind that to actually take this castle and this castle, I am going to need to do some battles. So yes, would you like a 2-minute video of me saying we're going to take those things, and then me saying, okay, well, bye? Yeah, I guess that's kind of what I'm trying to say here. I mean, the game is about fighting, but okay, whatever the case, we're going to head into the castle here, because I would like to check and make sure that our knighthood order is doing its job correctly. Obviously, we cannot advance our steward any further, unfortunately, but let's see here. I want to improve the equipment. Yes, apparently they already have their mounts. Yes, they do have their new mounts. So, what do we want to get now? Well, that's the thing. What do we want to get now? I'm probably going to decide on getting a shield, because they currently do not have one. And while their armor is absolutely awful, I think we can probably leave it for a reasonable amount of time. So, let's see. Shall we go for something nice? I think we're going to go for something nice, like an ancient engraved shield. That seems nice to me, anyway. I mean, we have a Netherworld shield here, but while it has more HP and much more resistance, the size is not particularly good. And I do like size, yes. Bigger the better, obviously, when it comes to that. And it would be rather nice to block as many arrows as we can. So I think we're going to go for that, even though it is the most upgrade cost. It looks kind of cool. It seems to match our kind of style reasonably well, I suppose you could say. So let's do that. It is 13,000, so I'm not particularly happy about that, that's for sure. But let's just take a look at our sergeants now. So we have gotten bolts and crossbows. So now we want to get some one-handed weapons, I suppose. Maybe? Do we even want them to have something like that? Yeah, I think we probably do, because as you can see, they're using Mettenheim barbed bolts, and they're also using a siege crossbow. Now, of course, I wouldn't really like to get them anything too expensive with their one-handed weapon, because they're not really going to be doing a lot of damage with it, or at least I'm going to try and make sure that they don't deal a lot of damage with it, because, well, yes, if they're in melee, then I'm probably doing it relatively wrong. So let's just see. I would love them to use this Doom Mace. You know that? I would love them to use the Doom Mace, but saying that, I really need just them to have something relatively long, and I think maybe the Fierdsvain Longsword is probably going to be a good one to go for. Maybe. Yeah, because I would like them to be able to thrust, because thrusting, especially at enemy cavalry, is definitely the way to go. Maybe I should give them a polearm of some sort. I actually have no idea. That's actually quite worrying, I have to say, because, well, let's just see. We don't want mounts for them, of course. Maybe some armor? No. Okay, so let's go for some polearms, and we'll take a look. Maybe two-handed weapons? No. We want them to have a shield, so let's go for a polearm, and let's see here. So these all have no shields, of course. We do not want them to have a lance, but we want them to have something like this. Now, this is going to mean that they do so much damage to cavalry, but they are going to be absolutely terrible against infantry. So that's why I immediately thought maybe we should do something like, you know, a one-handed weapon of some sort. So I think we're probably going to go for something like, maybe something like this, maybe something like that. Yeah, I really don't particularly like the only cutting damage. Ooh, this is actually pretty nice, but the weapon reach is not that great. So I think we're probably going to go for the Fierdsvain Longsword. It is only 5,000, so why not? Let's do that. I have no idea, to be honest. I mean, I think the main reason why we're going to be using the Milk Sergeants anyway is for their crossbowmanship. So, yeah, not particularly really wanting to get anything else from them. And I would like to improve the quality of our Lemon Knights. Of course, this is going to be 10,000 gold and 30 prestige, but right now we're not going to do that, because of course we do want to wait for Sir Jocelyn to come back. And so, let us... Actually, I think I probably want to head in there and just show you guys what their stats are like, but what I'm actually going to do is I would like to tell Sigismund to tell him to go and train them, but unfortunately I can't stack the trainers. I thought I might be able to do that, but no, that would be a little bit too power gamey, I suppose, for Mount and Blade. So there we are, 16 days for Sir Jocelyn's return, and then he will reconsider. Well, I suppose before we head into the castle, we should probably level up Adiz, and I guess, yes, this is the issue. I guess we'll just get him some intelligence and then level up something here. Probably some pathfinding would be a good idea, because he is going to be absolutely outmaneuvered when he comes across any other lord. So it would probably be a good idea to do that. Let's get him some more archery and some more one-handed weapon proficiency. I mean, really, we don't particularly need any other vassals right now. We just made another vassal with Marlians, of course. So I think once we take Talon Castle, maybe then, but I think we're going to maybe be over-exuding ourselves on the amounts of vassals that we have. So let's talk to our Lemon Knight right now. So let's see. As you can see, the Lemon Knights have some pretty nice proficiencies. Really, yeah, I would prefer them to be nearer 350, maybe 360, for them to be really powerful. But as you can see, their skills are actually very good. 78 health as well. 25 strength, 22 agility, not bad if I say so myself. So there's that, of course. So yes, I could actually help them, but I'm not going to do that right now. Milk Sergeant, hello there. And yes, they have 75 HP in actual fact, which is just insane, because obviously our knights have 78, so yes, otherwise their proficiencies are not too good. I mean, let's just see here, 250 crossbow, okay? They have 250 crossbow proficiency. Let's take a look at our Empire Armored Crossbowmen and see what they have. These have 320. So if we're able to get to maybe 350, 360 or something along those lines with our sergeants, then we are going to be in the money, as it were. And I'm pretty sure Sigismund is going to make a huge difference to that. Well, actually not. He has 300 crossbows. Pretty sure Jocelyn has more crossbow proficiency, so there is that to take into account as well. So, I guess without further ado, we're going to be heading on, and we're going to see what we can do here. Oh, this is not maybe going to end up very good for us, because the Fierdsvain and the Dashar have now made peace, and that means that we are going to have a very difficult time if they decide to declare war against us. I'm pretty sure one of them is going to declare war against us. That's probably why they reached that agreement to begin with. That's not good. Okay. So I suppose the only thing I can kind of do right now is just wait here for some time. Let's just wait and see if any Sarlian vassals decide to turn up. I know that they are actually at war against someone. I think they're actually at war against the Fierdsvain. I think so. I think I saw one of their vassals actually running away from a Fierdsvain vassal, so there may be hope for us anyway. Now let's see here. We have Lord Othon here, and he is currently stationed in there with 25 armored longbowmen, and that's pretty much it. That's all that we have to be really scared of in there, but Anson is going to be making this in 2 hours, which is just, absolutely beast. And we are very happy to actually have that happen, of course. So let's just get that ready. Okay, we need to wait until morning at least. I would like that anyway. There we go. They are now coming out, of course. Of course. Okay, so there's the first volley, and the final volley from our crossbowmen, of course, because they, yes, unfortunately only have one bolt to use in these particular encounters, which is fine. It's not a big deal to me. I know I somewhat complained about that in the previous episode, but it wasn't really my intention to spark any kind of discussion about it. It was mainly just to say, like, oh, why would we not be prepared? That's all. That's all I was basically saying there. As, of course, the defenders will no doubt be the reason why they... I mean, they have a full quiver. The defenders, of course, have a full quiver because they are the ones instigating the fight. And maybe our crossbowmen just dropped their bolts in the stew or something along those lines. Or, ooh, it would be terrible if they would actually drop it in the tea, wouldn't it? Oh, absolutely awful. It's like dropping half of your biscuit in your tea, isn't it? Oh, really? It's just absolutely atrocious. But at least we are absolutely fine with all of these units. Wow, I literally just charged at them and I didn't actually take any... Oh. Yes. Okay, just ignore that. I didn't take any damage up until the last 5 seconds of the battle, but yes, there we go. Okay. But there it is, 42 renown. I mean, that's just insane. 42 renown just for such a small skirmish. I really have to say that that is really good. But this is one of those castles which I'm not very happy about actually sieging. Yeah, it's going to be really bad. It's going to be super bad, and maybe in the end it might be super hot. You never know. But we're going to find out and see whether our crossbowmen are able to weaken the opponent enough for us to be able to make our way up the ladders. Yeah, it's going to be unlikely, I'm going to say. Even though they have already killed 14 of them, I am a little bit worried about us actually even attempting to assault the ladder itself. Because even though we're in a really good position right now, maybe I can I stand here without being shot at? Yes, maybe. There appears to be... Oh, no, never mind, he was killed. Okay, so I think we're okay. I think we can actually... come on. Maybe we can get a couple of kills. Yes, there's some damage from our throwing weapons. Yes, of course, our throwing weapons. This makes me feel sad when he's not able to get any kills with them. That was a waste. Yes, I think I really did waste 6 of those. Not particularly good, but I guess it just gives them a little bit to be frightened of, obviously. I mean, look at those javelins. That looks very intimidating, doesn't it? No, who am I kidding? It does not look intimidating at all. But, yes, we're going to make that excuse anyway. Come on now. Let's try our very best. Oh, ouch. Okay, so, yep, I think we're probably going to need to charge these guys in because even the... Yeah, we're just going to tell these guys to hold position over here. And see what happens. And, of course, now that they are in a better position, we may actually have more efficiency. Now, of course, we are going to have our crossbowmen stop firing, thank you very much, because really, I wouldn't really like to micromanage in such a way, because, I mean, really, that is reserved for real-time strategy, in my opinion, micromanaging, but whatever the case, we do need to command our units, and we're going to try and get them into a nice position here, at least a relatively good one to be able to kill those archers up there. I would very much like to kill them. So, yes, fire at will, please. Now, we do have one throwing weapon, so I'm going to make good use of it. And throw it way above them. Of course, of course. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. Yeah, but we know that Bertild is the throwing master, and he must not be questioned in any way, shape, or form regarding his throwing weapon proficiency, of course. Yeah, he obviously did not have his biscuit today, no. He just had tea, and that's it. Yeah, he must be pretty hungry about that, actually. But, yes, only having biscuits probably not the greatest way to go, is it? No, probably not. But, we're gonna see. Are we gonna get any more kills here? Because, in actual fact, I feel like just charging in might actually give us much more result. So, let's just get our archers here, and we're gonna tell them to hold fire. And then we're gonna say, hey, you know what? We're gonna go all the way up here, and we're gonna say hi. We're gonna say hi to the defenders of this castle, and we're probably gonna die as a result, because Bertild is always the target of everyone's affection. Of course, I mean, affection? No. Yes, he's going to be... Oh, what's going on here? Why do I have no weapon equipped? That was pretty awful, I gotta say. Come on now, let's take out these Sarlian man-at-arms. We cannot allow these guys just to be standing here at the top. Yes, they are all taking each other's positions. I am going to be attempting to eliminate as many as possible before I get killed, of course. Like that, for example. Sarlian squire-at-arms. Huh. Well, that's rather impressive. Oh, no, we missed it. We missed Beartilt actually sliding off the ladder. Ah, that is terrible. Okay, well, at least we are clearing the way slightly, anyway. I actually thought I had cleared the way rather well, but unfortunately that appears not to be the case. So, if we begin losing many more units than we currently are, obviously we're losing quite a lot. So, yeah, that's a bit worrying. But, not bad. We've already eliminated at least 70 of the enemy's units, and we are getting a little bit more luck. And maybe we'll be able to eliminate many more of these units here. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I gotta say, that's actually quite unfortunate that I got taken out at that precise moment when they decided to load in these guys. Yes, these guys appear to be the main meat of their infantry force, and I gotta say that they have huge two-handed swords, and, well, they're just gonna be continuing to thrust them into our units' faces, and we really don't want that. Yeah, Sarlian Knights, that's what they are, Sarlian Knights, how dare you. Okay, well, we're gonna be retreating here, and we're going to be waiting for some time and seeing what happens. Maybe we'll get a vassal. Ah, hello. There appears to be a vassal coming. Okay, so what are we going to do? This guy actually does want to attack me. What does he have? Oh. I now know why he wants to attack us. I now know. He wants to attack us due to the Pendor Black Archers. And I'm pretty sure he is going to be able to absolutely obliterate all of our units. So... oh my, that's actually quite worrying, isn't it? Okay, well, I suppose Duke Brennus, he also has Knights of the Lion, so if we actually get involved with both of them, then this is going to be a very bad sandwich indeed. So, oh, there we go, we actually were able to, and yes, I know that Frederick apparently is a commoner, so yes, we are going to get a couple of lords that will not like that. But I don't particularly care. I don't particularly care about what they have to say. So, ooh, this is not good. Yeah, this is not good at all. Well, maybe we'll be able to get in position before anything happens, but I really do not want to allow the Pendor Black Archers to have such an amazing vantage point on this hill here. If it turns out that we are going to have major difficulties, then of course we will retreat at the first possible opportunity. Oh my, okay, this is not going to be good. This is not good at all. Okay. We have 60 archers, 6 cavalry, and 11 infantry. I suppose we are just going to have to charge in. Wow, why? Why do we have Pendor Light Bowmen here? I have, I think, over 100 crossbowmen. Oh, hello there. Yeah, that was a little bit quick, wasn't it? Okay, so, these black archers, I'm going to have to try and distract the archers as much as possible. Ooh, this is not good. This is not good at all. Okay, so we are going to have to see what's going on over the other side here really fast, just to make sure everything is going well. It seems everything's going well. We need to charge our cavalry in, though, thank you very much. They don't appear to be doing anything. I think our infantry are already charging, but I just wanted to make sure on that. No. I'm being extremely careful, if you couldn't tell, because I really don't want to die in this particular fight. We do need to have a little bit of support from the hero units of our army. And that is, of course, to thwart the efforts of the Black Archers. Really not very happy about them. Oh yes, also, one of you actually did ask, how do you form ranks? Well, that's J. You just press J in combat, in field battles. And there you go. You form ranks. So, yeah. There we are. Hopefully you hear that, actually. But whatever the case... Oh, come on. Oh, take out that Knight of the Lion, thank you. And, well, apparently I didn't even need to help with that fellow. Okay, so we have the vantage point. Yes, we fought. And we won the hill. So, this is going to be very painful for our adversaries here. Hopefully not painful for us, because we are moving into range of the Pendor Black Archers. And maybe our crossbowmen are no match for them. Whoa, okay. That's pretty impressive. Speaking of no match for them, apparently I'm no match for them either. 58 damage. I'm pretty sure that was a headshot. I'm actually unsure where I am now. Where am I? Oh, there we go. Yep, that is indeed a headshot. He looks rather pleased with himself, though. Or does he? Does he look pleased with himself? Yeah, maybe not. Well, whatever the case, we are, I suppose, not doing too badly, but I would like to get them into a hold position formation, because right now they are just charging, and they're all in some kind of weird formation, so yes, maybe it would be a good idea to retreat here. We have taken out a lot of his units, and we are eliminating many of his black archers, but we are not receiving reinforcements for whatever reason. I suppose we just have not received the amount that we need just yet. Yeah, a little bit worried. A little bit worried. We are quite far away from our reinforcement wave. Okay, we're going to be retreating there. Because we have, well, we have injured him somewhat. So I suppose that's a good idea. But yes, we are going to be making our way back to Malians, being a little bit strategic and resting up somewhat. So I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.